Hello folks, it's me Airdos12, and yes, this is my third time recording this video, or second time, excuse me. Anyways, a lot has happened, so I'm going to discuss that right now. Today, we are returning back to the Devlog series in this video. However, I had to do it a day late because I was dealing with a few things. Now that we're back, we could start on discussing what we did the whole week. However, let's address what happened last week. Last week, there was a serious mishap in which one of my hard drives failed. And yes, it failed catastrophically. What happened was the drive was working fine, and then suddenly it's locked up. So I had to shut the thing down and it didn't. Lost everything I had on that drive. Now, with that being said, we've gotten back to where we were before. There are some things that are still not recovered from another project as I am speaking right now. Probably because of the fact that I forgot how to configure it. But that's for another time, maybe for another channel. Anyways, let's get to it when we get to it. Now this is a test map that I use to display the weapons and testing things. And one of them that we're going to want to work on today is the G38. And this segment, audio coming up, but what I was trying to say was, you might be wondering what the effect or whatever it was. That is about to be seen in a few seconds. Enjoy. Sit tight. Okay. Now, to show you this, I'm going to have to dump a whole mag. About to dump. If you saw that, that was camera shake, but it was much more visible than last time. And there's a reason why. And that reason is because we added rotation to it. And we're going to do this because we don't want to be like Call of Duty. I'll give you an example. Battlefield 2042. One of the worst Battlefield games ever made. And that's coming from the people, not from me. What I noticed about this game was the following. First of all, the game itself had a serious problem with replicating COD, to the point where they got rid of some of their core features that made Battlefield Battlefield. Such as, what I meant to say was, certain features were gone, such as scoreboards, etc. And why is that bad? Well, when you do that, you alienate a significant amount of your player base. So this next segment is about a rule regarding your roots. Whenever you make a new franchise, you automatically make an abstract but clear contract with your customers that you will never betray your roots. You violate that contract when you do something like Battlefield 2042 did. Now, why do I bring up that game specifically? They not only had the problems that I mentioned, they also had another thing that wasn't very good that I didn't like. And that was their animations were like Call of Duty. That's not Battlefield. Because Battlefield doesn't have camera shake that is so rigid to the point where you alienate your player base. Because it's emulating the competitor in a non-standard way. When I say non-standard way, it's not emulating the game Call of Duty. It's trying to mimic or imitate them. There's a difference between the two. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Anywho, the thing is, Battlefield 2042 did the camera shake quite dirty in that game. Because camera shake that I remember from Battlefields before 2042 was not like that. It was more rotational, but it was smooth. It wasn't rigid. That's the inspiration for this game's camera shake. A little more directional, as you're going to see here. See? It does the same thing in the Twitter clip that I posted a few days ago, but just slightly different because it is a variable based camera shake here. It's kind of random, in other words. What's random is the amount. Not random is the influence. That's right, slight mix camera shake. But just we use it in a way in which works. It's not like crazy or anything like that. It's directional. Purely directional. And why am I saying all this? Is because I want you guys to understand that transparency is key when it comes to this type of thing. We weren't going to put camera shake in the game. In fact, it was not planned, period. What was planned was something mightily different. And for good reason. However, one thing can be said about tactical shooters. They're supposed to be tactical, not Twitch-based like Call of Duty. And the thing is, when it comes to this, you want to emulate the most realism possible. And what we did here was we went with camera shake because the head doesn't stay still when you're reloading. But we wanted to do it in a way in which was more our style. And that's what we did here. Anyways, you get the point. So, there are other weapons in which containing this type of mechanic. Excuse me. And I want to show them off. So the first one I'm going to show off is the let's see, L85A2. We could do that one, or the STG. I think I'll do the STG. This is the first one worth, by the way. It was whatever came first. But as we went through things, we tended to do things differently. And yes, you just saw that. That was camera shake. And as you can see, it might be a little weaker because of the variable-based camera shake, but it works. Let's try it again. As you can see, it worked pretty nicely. And yes, that lightning isn't supposed to do that. We are going to fix that. We just need a plan on how to do it. But, as you can see, the camera is much stronger. But it's also subtle, so that it doesn't cause us to become like God, or any other game with it. We want this to be our own. Anyways, guys, I think that will be it for today, for this week. Hopefully next week we should be done with this, and we will probably work on containment. I keep saying that, but hopefully it will happen because we won't have camera shake to deal with. We'll work on containment, lifeline, and more classic stuff like maps. Anyways, my name is Erados12, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.